Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the authorities' We Vax As One initiative, our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smart portion centers on the right way to cross a stop-through street. This week's Pine Chapel shall be about the importance of following the rule on the yellow box. Showcase this week shall have the compact SUV from MG, the RX-5 7TST Alpha.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Live extra
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. The LTO is working on a solution to help address road accidents and criminal activities involving motor vehicles. This includes citizens reporting incidents to the agency.
The LTO has established what it calls the Central Command Center, aka C3, and at the same time launched an app called CitiSend where citizens can report road accidents or crimes involving motor vehicles. The LTO said the C3 will serve as the nerve center of the agency's operations and law enforcement service, which will perform surveillance, monitoring, coordination, and alarm monitoring. The C3 will also be the joint LTO and Philippine National Police Operations and Control Center, it added. During the inauguration of the C3, Transportation Secretary Arthur Tagade said that road users can use CitiSend to directly report incidents affecting public safety or security. The C3 can mobilize LTO's enforcement service and the PNP to address or provide solutions to problems or issues reported by road users. The DOTR said that the C3, the Operations and Law Enforcement Service, and Joint LTO-PNP Operations and Control Center were established in compliance with related laws. These are Republic Act No. 10883, or the new Anti-Carnapping Act of 2016, and Republic Act No. 11235, an act preventing and penalizing the use of motorcycles in the commission of crimes by requiring bigger, readable, and color-coded number plates and identification marks, and for other purposes.
Will C3 and CitiSend fulfill the promise of helping reduce road accidents and crime involving motor vehicles? Expect to see more improvements in the train service provided by the LRT1 following its successful migration to a new and more modern signaling system.
Over 3 select Sundays, the LRT1 suspended passenger operations to conduct test runs using the new Alstom signaling system. Following the last test runs held on January 30, the Light Rail Manila Corporation, or LRMC, announced that it has successfully completed work to upgrade its railway signaling system. The upgrade to the said signaling system, which controls and monitors operation of its fleet of trains, will allow the LRT-1 to improve the capacity and performance across the line. The upgrade will enable the LRT-1 to have more trains in operation with better connections and greater reliability along its entire line from Balintawak to Baclaran. LRMC said the upgrade will also facilitate the testing, commissioning, and operation for revenue service of the 4th generation train sets it has acquired, which is targeted to start in mid-2022. Enrico Biripayo, LRMC Chief Operating Officer, thanked LRT-1 passengers for their understanding and patience while it suspended Sunday operations to conduct the testing of the new Alstom signaling system. The result is a more modern and reliable system at LRT-1, he said.
The rehabilitation and upgrading of the LRT-1 facilities and services, as well as those of other light rail transit systems, should certainly be welcomed by commuters. The year 2021 saw COVID-19 cases increase to record numbers. It was not the only thing that recorded great numbers, according to the DPWH.
The DPWH reports that even while COVID-19 cases continued to ebb and flow in 2021, infrastructure projects were steadily being implemented and completed. During the previous year, the DPWH said it completed the construction, rehabilitation, and improvement of 4,097 kilometers of roads, 510 bridges, and 1,593 flood-controlled structures that improved travel time, ensured the safety of motorists, and protected lives and properties. It added that the DPWH completed classrooms, school workshop buildings, and other school facilities, as well as evacuation centers nationwide. Also built were quarantine facilities, modular hospitals, and off-site dormitories for health workers, all come with beds. In continuing to implement priority projects in 2021, the DPWH is helping facilitate the recovery of the economy by providing 1.6 million jobs.
The COVID-19 pandemic has seen the DPWH doing work under very challenging conditions. There is optimism that it can do even better when conditions are less challenging. One thing that many agree on is that Metro Manila and its cities and municipalities lack parks and green open spaces. The MMDA and Valenzuela City are doing something about this.
The I Love Metro Manila Adopt a Park project of the MMDA has found a supporter in Valenzuela City. The city has just inaugurated the MMDA Valenzuela Friendship Park in Disciplina Village, Barangay Bignay. Then MMDA Chairman Benner Abalos and Valenzuela City Mayor Rex Gatchalian led the inauguration of the MMDA Valenzuela Friendship Park, one of 17 planned under the project. The Adopt a Park project is one of the MMDA's urban regreening and renewal initiatives to address urban decay, raise environmental awareness, and encourage inclusiveness. The former MMDA chairman said the project aims to develop underutilized parks by improving their usability and help make the metropolis a more livable, greener, and resilient region. The MMDA Valenzuela Friendship Park has areas catering to toddlers with safe and spacious playsets, teens and adults with shaded benches, fountains and multifunction spaces, and for the elderly and health buffs with exercise equipment. MMDA said that the pandemic has made many people realize the importance of ventilation as well as open and green spaces, and parks can provide such an area for family events and wellness activities.
For many years now, local authorities have neglected parks while seemingly encouraging unfettered development of open spaces into concrete jungles. This has to stop, and the MMDA is moving to reverse the trend. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. While there was a recent move to limit the use of public transport to those fully vaccinated, authorities are also making an effort to vaccinate as many workers and commuters as possible.
The government has been actively encouraging people to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Since vaccines are approved for use, authorities have strived to get as much of the population protected against the coronavirus as possible, not against getting infected but strengthening the immune system of people to avoid serious cases that require hospitalization. Early on, authorities took to offering incentives such as free rides on public transport, encouraging discounts in stores and mall outlets for the fully vaccinated. Lately, it has moved to limiting access to malls, restaurants, and other services to those who can show proof of having been vaccinated. This carrot and stick strategy was also complemented by initiatives to make it easier for people to get vaccinated. One recent example of such is the We Vax as One mobile vaccination drive conducted in concert by the DOTR, the MMDA, the Department of Health, and the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PITX. Over 5 days from January 24 to 28, commuters, transport workers, and anyone seeking to get vaccinated got jabbed for free at the PITX. The vaccination drive targeted to inoculate at least 500 individuals on each day of the vaccination drive using the AstraZeneca brand of vaccines. Notably, the vaccination drive was open for walk-ins with priority given to those seeking booster shots. According to Transportation Secretary Artogade, it is important to vaccinate all transport workers whose work necessarily takes them to various places where they get into contact with commuters and others daily. What better site to hold a vaccination drive than the PITX, where many transport workers and commuters necessarily pass through daily? In supporting the vaccination drives, MMDA Chairman Benhur Abalos said the agency wants to see more people to get booster shots. People need to learn to live with the virus, he added. The safety and comfort of passengers is the priority of the PITX. This is why it supports the vaccination drive of the aforementioned government agencies, according to PITX Corporate Affairs and Government Relations head Jason Salvador. The We Vaxxas One mobile vaccination drive was held while the No Vax No Ride on public transport policy was in effect in Metro Manila, which is then under Alert Level 3. It was expected that this would have encouraged more people to get vaccinated and those who have already been jabbed to get booster shots. The policy was lifted after Metro Manila was placed under Alert Level 2. Still, many expect that authorities will continue to hold similar vaccination drives that make it convenient for people to get fully vaccinated and boosted.
It is only fair that authorities make it easier for commuters, transport workers, and others to get vaccinated while taking a hardline stance against the non-vaccinated. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
You are back with us here on Motoring Today. In line with our lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here is this week's road safety tip in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
Always stop on stop lines when crossing an intersection. Kung marami kayong sasakyan na nasa lane, cross one at a time when it's go time. At huwag agad-agad na sumunod sa nauunang sasakyan. Dahil maaaring makabanggaan mo ang mga parating na sasakyan na galing sa ibang lane. Wait for a while before following the car ahead of you. Palaging tandaan na mahalagang magkaroon ng pasensya kapag nasa daan.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Payong Chapter this week.
Payong Chopper lang kaibigan, ako si Alan, isang kapwa nyo Chopper. Ito'y isang paalala na huwag huminto sa loob ng yellow box.
Ang mga yellow box na matatagpuan sa intersections ay dapat palaging bakante kahit pa naka-green ang traffic light. Kapag nakahinto ang kabilang bandang intersection, mas mabuting maghintay ng tamang pagkakataon bago lumampas sa yellow box.
Tandaan, sumunod sa yellow box rule upang maging maayos ang ating takbo sa kalsada. Ito po si Jose Alan Mendoza, Payong Chopper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo Chopper.
Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
To overtake the world, we all need a sense of greatness. Greatness that's powerful enough to change the world. Greatness that exudes intelligence. With the brains behind the brawn. With flaring passion and a taste for style. That's greatness accelerated. The all-new Honda Civic, now with Honda Sensing.
Live extra
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Ford has unboxed the next generation Ford Ranger, and it may have been designed and manufactured just for you. You, the family man, the tradesman, or you, the outdoors man. During the reveal, Gary Bose, Enterprise Product Line Management Director for Global Trucks, said Ford's intent was not to simply create a good truck, functional, convenient, and durable. Ford wanted to deliver an exceptional one that people would want to own, one that customers around the world could trust to tackle anything. Ford says it went all out to make the next generation Ranger more versatile with innovative features both in the cabin and the bigger and wider cargo box. The interior has been redesigned with lots of storage space and dedicated compartments. The next generation Ranger also offers an array of organization and storage solutions to secure cargo, make fitting accessories and DIY customization a cinch. Ford says many of the innovations are the result of interviews with pickup owners, learning how they use their trucks and what they wanted for their next one. Mitsubishi Motor Philippines is looking to spark renewed interest in the Mirage G4 with a limited edition variant. It's called the Mirage G4 GLS Sport, and only 300 units of this special variant will be issued. Making the said model special are, among the other enhancements, an undergrille garnished with chrome line, front air dam, rear lip spoiler, and side air dam. According to Takeshi Hara, Mitsubishi Motor Philippines President and CEO, with the special edition Mirage G4, the company wishes to reach out to every type of customer there is. Mitsubishi wants to give buyers the options that best represent their individuality, so they get to experience life made better, he added. The Mirage G4 GLS Sport retails at 929,000 pesos. After launching the all-electric Leaf locally in 2021, Nissan Philippines revealed plans to continue promoting sustainable mobility in 2022. While celebrating its return to being the number 3 car company in the country during its annual Media Thanksgiving event, Nissan Philippines announced it was bringing its Blue Switch initiative to local shores. The Blue Switch initiative focuses on building key partnerships that address social concerns with the use of electric vehicle technologies. It is part of Nissan's Ambition 2030, the company's long-term vision for empowering mobility by strengthening its aim and becoming a sustainable firm that drives towards a cleaner, safer, and more inclusive world. According to Atsushi Najima, Nissan Philippines President and Managing Director, integrating EV technology into society can unify people, systems, and goals as a nation. Najima-san said EVs can boost tourism, protect the environment, respond to emergencies faster, and help enrich the lives of many people. Last year, Nissan was already acting like the Blue Switch initiative was already in place locally, renewing its Safe Trips campaign with the Department of Tourism, advocating safe responsible motoring in the new normal while helping promote local businesses affected by the pandemic. And after Super Typhoon Odette ravaged Cebu, the Nissan Leaf helped communities there without power to charge phones and contact loved ones using its vehicle-to-load or V2L technology. AC Motors is exploring bringing in electric vehicles to the domestic market. This was revealed by Toti Zara, president for Automobile Group of AC Motors, during its media appreciation event held online. AC Motors oversees 5 different automobile brands, the distributorships of Volkswagen, Kia, and Maxus, and the Ayala-owned dealerships for Honda and Isuzu vehicles. Zara said looking at launching e-vehicles locally dovetails with AC Motors' goal of becoming a key player in sustainable mobility in the near future. This is aligned with the Ayala Group's commitment to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. However, Zara indicated that there is a need for an EV law as well as a corresponding roadmap to make EV ownership more accessible. Government must also consider lowering import duties on EVs aside from excise tax privileges. Meanwhile, AC Motors plans to continue steadily growing sales volume in 2022, which in 2021 reached 30%, outpacing the industry's 18% average. AC Motors is also looking to strengthen its presence in the truck market, which is recovering faster during the pandemic, expand its dealership network, which in 2021 grew from 95 from 85 in 2020, and further initiatives at digitizing sales and customer engagement.
Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. In this edition of Showcase, we check out another battler in the crowded compact SUV crossover market, the MG RX-5 70ST Alpha.
MG Philippines is slowly building a beachhead on local shores with a lineup of vehicles that claims British heritage. After all, the MG brand started out as Morris garages back in England in the 1920s. Among the earlier MGs rolled out in the country is the MG RX-5 70ST Alpha, a compact 5-seater SUV. In the RX-5, MG went for the classic look with clean functional lines and just the right amount of chrome for the grille, side window frame, and liftgate handle. It's 4,545mm long, 1,855mm wide, and 1,790mm tall, with a 2,700mm long wheelbase. While echoing the trend for flash and bang styling, the MG RX-5 nonetheless does not lack for modern features. The RX-5 Alpha features full LED headlamps and daytime running lights, chrome-framed front fog lamps, side view mirrors with LED signal lights, LED taillight, and high-mount stop lamp, Sharkman antenna. Quite functional in making the MG RX-5 a proper SUV are the front and rear skid plates, roof rails, lower body slide with ABS cladding and molding, all done in matte silver finish. The RX-5 also comes with a panoramic sunroof, now seemingly mandatory in top-of-the-line variants. One nod to flash, however, are the 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels that are wrapped by 235/50 R18 tires. The clean, uncluttered look is carried over into the roomy RX-5 interior with leather-style upholstery that match the side door panel done in stitched leather style. There are touches of chrome and gauge cluster in center stack trimming, as well as in the AC vents and the shift lever. The interior also comes with functional features, sliding front armrest, dual front cup holders with cover, rear passenger reading lamps, map pockets, and front seat back. Also quite functional is the trunk with 595-liter capacity that increases to 1,639 liters with the rear seats folded down. It also comes with luggage tray, retractable cargo cover, cargo area lamp, and 12-volt accessory outlet. The infotainment system features an 8-inch touchscreen display, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, multimedia play, a USB port, and 6 speakers. The MG RX-5 Alpha comes with much of the convenience features now expected in top-end models: smart keyless entry, push-button engine start-stop, air conditioning with electronic temperature control, and rear vents and center console and floor tunnel, electric parking brake, power windows. The driver's seat power adjusts 6 ways, and with a tilt-adjustable and telescopic steering wheel makes it easy to get the preferred driving position. The leather-style wrapped multiple-function steering wheel comes with controls for the infotainment system, as well as cruise control. The RX-5 offers both a comfortable and spirited drive. Underneath the hood is a 1.5-liter inline 4-cylinder 16-valve gasoline engine with direct fuel injection, turbocharger, and intercooler. Generating 169 PS and 250 Nm of torque, the engine is mated to a 7-speed twin-clutch Sportronic transmission that sends power to the front wheels. The MG RX-5 suspension features enhanced front McPherson struts and independent multi-link system in the rear, absorbs road perfections well, and provides a stable ride on both city streets and provincial highways. The all-wheel disc brake system, ventilated in front and solid in the rear, provide predictable stopping power. MG has also equipped the RX-5 Alpha with a suite of driver assist and safety features that would satisfy the more discriminate of SUV buyers in the market. These include anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, quartering brake control, electronic stability control, hill descent control, auto hold function, and anti-roll protection. For safety, there are driver and passenger airbags, side airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5 with pre-tensioner and load limiter for driver and front seat passenger, auto door lock function, child lock, ISOFIX child seat mounting points. Adding to both safety and convenience are the reversing camera with rear sensors for easier parking and the tire pressure monitoring system. An alarm system with Immobilizer has been added for security.
In rolling out the MG RX-5 70 ST Alpha, along with other models in its first foray onto local shores, MG Philippines describe it as a smart, sophisticated, and stylish SUV. There is indeed some truth to that description. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Live extra
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems, not only in the metro, but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. Our public service segment is next.
It is not uncommon to see motorists hogging the leftmost lane in expressways, which we all know is the overtaking lane. In this video, a vehicle can be seen in the said lane for the whole duration of the record. It might also be safe to say that it is doing so even prior to the motorist taking a video. In case you do not know, hogging the overtaking lane is actually a traffic violation. Toll road operators have also been reminding expressway users to limit the use of this lane to just overtaking through road signs and LED boards found along the thruway. The overtaking lane is there for a reason, and as motorists, let us be reminded to use it only for its intended purpose. Share the road and respect other motorists as well.
That's our public service segment this week. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 35th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!